If you are interested in longevity and anti-aging and the power of epigenetics and the ability through your own actions to control how your genes are expressed, the sirtuins are going to be something you want to know about when it comes to taking your own destiny, your health destiny and longevity destiny into your own hands. Now, when we talk about the sirtuins, there's actually 7 of them. And this is a family of genes and proteins that play a big role in anti-aging. And here specifically we're talking about SIRT1, but the sirtuins as a whole, they're no dummies. They know what's going on. You can't hide anything from them. So they can sense what's going on in the environment. They know what kind of energy is available to them. They know when it's daylight. They know when it's nighttime. And they also know what kind of stress you're under in terms of mental stress or environmental stressors or chemical stressors. And they are responsible for effectively modulating your metabolism to promote your survival. That's one way to say it. But ultimately, they're trying to promote you reproducing. Once they think you're past reproducing, then they're perfectly okay with you dying off. They don't really care anymore. So what we are after in terms of longevity is tricking them to getting them to work for you in the long run and think that you always need to survive longer and longer and longer. So when we look at where we find SIRT1, because you find different sirtuins in different places, SIRT1, this is in the nucleus of the cell. This is regulating the circadian rhythm. It's working on transcribing mitochondrial DNA. It controls inflammatory pathways like the very well-known nuclear factor kappa beta. And it's mitigating metabolic dysfunction. So it's helping keep you metabolically healthy, and it's also preventing muscle wasting. As we get older and older, well, there's less SIRT1 action going on in the body. And what do you see very commonly as people age? Muscle wasting. They lose muscle mass and get weaker and weaker. And as you get older, if you don't have a lot of muscle, there's a high chance of a lot of different things going wrong. Then SIRT1 is also, it's controlling DNA repair, and it's triggering another very important epigenetic pathway, which is known as AMP kinase. And this is controlling energy homeostasis throughout the body. They call this the metabolic master switch very often. And then as you age, not only is SIRT1 helping to maintain muscle mass on the body, but it's also controlling or limiting the accumulation of fat with age. So there's so much more that goes into how much muscle you're able to maintain and how much fat you're going to hold into your body than just calories. So what can we do to optimize SIRT1 and make sure you stay as healthy as possible all the days of your life? Well, a lot of this is going to have to do with mitochondrial health and the health of NAD levels in your body. NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, is a key component of mitochondrial energy production. And so here, first thing's going to be exercise. Of course, high intensity exercise is going to do you probably the best in this department, especially compared to something like, steady state long distance training, for example. And then looking at one of the most well-researched supplements in this area, we would look at trans resveratrol as being very supportive of SIRT1 expression. Then intermittent fasting is another big one for longer term fasting, whether you're going 24, 72 hours, something in that range. Caloric restriction. Now we know caloric restriction is definitely not the most fun way of living life, but you can achieve a lot of the same benefits of caloric restriction if you're doing some occasional fasting or intermittent fasting. And just generally being in ketosis is also very good for SIRT1. Now, in terms of other supplements, pterostilbene is one of my favorite words. It's a real zinger, pterostilbene. And this can be taken as a supplement, but it's also found in blueberries, cranberries, almonds, and then just generally you want to limit sugar in the body. If you think about what's going to make SIRT1 thrive, it's making your body feel like you're in a little bit of a state of not having quite enough resources to be procreating right then. So you're saying, I can't do the deed right now, SIRT1, so I don't have enough sugar, so you're gonna have to keep me around for a little bit longer. Don't let me die yet. Keep me around because I need, give me a week, give me 2 weeks. We can do it next week. But for SIRT1, you got to trick it, and then it will help you out. It'll help you live a little longer. Other stuff to make it think that you're not quite ready to go is heat exposure. So for example, spending time in a sauna or an infrared sauna. And then also cold, on the other hand, is also going to be really good. Those kind of extreme conditions. And then food-wise, polyphenols. These are things that you're going to find in chocolate, olive oil, turmeric, ginger. Ginseng is a great source of polyphenols, dark-colored berries, and also in bitter vegetables. And then we look at things like fish oil for its DHA. And so this, of course, you could get also in krill oil and algae oil. And zinc as a nutrient is very important here. And then probably two of the most exciting new discoveries in this area of the past couple of years would be the NAD precursors, nicotinamide riboside and nicotinamide mononucleotide. Those are known as NR and NMN because they function in the body as something that is then going to produce more or get turned into more NAD, which helps to fuel SIRT1. So you can bring all these things together as much as possible. With NR and NMN, you probably just need one. It's not necessarily the case that you need to have both of those, but having, lots of berries in your life, great. Not consuming a lot of sugar, great. Exercise. So this is just the basic practices over the course of a lifetime that are going to be helping to promote your longevity. And when we talk about longevity, to be clear, we're not just talking about living to 120, but we're talking about thriving into an old age and being able to be relatively limitless as you go through life. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope some of this information helps you to live a little bit longer. If you've had a good time here with me today, do me a favor. Please click that like button down there. Subscribe to our channel. We love sharing fun educational health information with you. And leave a comment. Let me know what strategies you are personally taking action on to promote the health of your SIRT1 and make you live for a very long time.